to read page after page.
I'm speaking, of course, of the great Odyssey.
Tale of Odysseus, master of the sea.
His travels, his struggles, his fantastical snuggles.
With nymphs and goddesses and non-magical muggles.
Stop it, you dunce. That's not the right story. This one is 76 times more gory.
You're right, my bad. It comes from all that bad schooling I've had.
Well, you're not alone, my friend, and that's why we're here, to make this Odyssey story more clear. Because if you're like me, who had a terrible time sludging through it in grade 8 or grade 9.
I didn't read the whole thing, I have to confess. We had a teacher who wasn't the best. We read 2 books, I think, the ones in the middle. The rest of the time, our thumbs we did twiddle. There was a movie in there with Armada Sante. I fell asleep, I drooled, I dreamed of a latte.
Well, drooling is history by Goose and by Zeus, because we're telling this epic in the style of Seuss.
And even better is the cheer in my heart of the hearts. We are going to leave out all the dull, boring parts.
So without further ado, here's the SeussOdyssey. And when we're done, you can go back to TV. Now the story starts in the most unruly place.
Odysseus' estate in the mountains of Thrace.
Hey, that's a lie. It takes place in Ithaca.
Why don't you try and find a rhyme for Ithaca, you big jerk?
Anyway, there at his home lived his marvelous wife, whom Odysseus loved with all of his life.
Penelope Ann Buffy McVeigh.
I am the queen of all I survey.
But things were not good. They were awfully poor, because her husband had not come home from the war.
And she had a son. We'll call him young Telly. Without a dad, he'd grown up all skinny and smelly.
Her husband's long absence was causing her fears. He'd been gone, after all, for 20 long years.
And up to the place came a number of guys who weren't very smart and weren't very wise.
Penelope Ann McBuffy McVeigh, come out, come wed me today.
I'm not coming out, you ugly old toad. I'm still married, you jerk, so hit the road.
Penelope Ann McBuffy McVeigh, marry me instead. With you, I'll stay.
Are you deaf? Are you dumb? Perhaps you don't hear. I'm still married to my man. He's awfully dear.
Penelope Ann McBuffy McVeigh, I love you so much, I can't really say.
When my husband comes home, he'll smash in your head. Get out of here fast. If you don't, you'll be dead.
Oh, come on, you're kidding. Your husband's long gone.
If he isn't dead, he surely moved on.
Shut up, you guys. Can't win your heart. My name is Telly, and I know mixed martial arts.
What's this? A young pup defending the place?
Get out of here, boy, or we'll mess up your face. On second thought, I have an idea so fine. Go down to the cellar and bring us some wine. We're staying, my lady. Now you make a choice to make a husband of one of us. You, your voice.
So they drank and they partied till dawn. They made a mess of the place with their partying on. And word went out far, and even farther than that Odysseus' party was where it was at.
We welcome to a place, a whole awesome host, a group of guys that you'll love the most. There's Billy the Bully of Billigan Bay, and Mortimer Andrew of Gilligan Shea. There's Chippy the Snip, a wonderful dude if you like burping and slurping and anything crude. And Ubrecht, the mountainous son of a gun, he's eaten 2 cows and weighs nearly a ton. So as you can see, all the greatest men in the land have all gathered here to ask for you. So I ask you again, and we're all waiting to hear, which of these men will become your sweet dear? Penelope Ann McBuffy McVeigh. Pick one of us here to marry today.
All right, I can see that you want.
Oh, no!
But I'm leaving the shroud, and I'll choose when I'm done.
That's fine with us. We'll sit, we'll wait.
And while we're waiting, we'll throw a pug in some great.
So the men settled down, and they drank and they drank. They drank until the hall quite literally stank. And the prince of the place...
I have to go back, but I can't find the door. Don't worry, my friend, just use that section of floor.
And the prince of the place, young Telly, was sad. He sat down and cried and thought of his dad.
Oh, Dad!
But then who should appear on that magnificent night? The goddess Athena in all of her might.
Oh my gosh, it's you! I knew it was true! I have a fairy godmother and her eyes are so blue!
Listen, you twit! They are not blue. They are gray. Be quiet and nod, and hear what I say. I am no fairy, but a goddess instead. Years ago, I sprang from my father's head.
That's weird!
I said to be silent. Just sit there and nod, because I have no patience, even though I'm a god. I'm a friend to your father. We go all the way back, and he'll soon be here to lead the attack. So for the moment, don't die. Just keep sitting tight. Odysseus will return
let's take it back 10 years to the end of the war with the Trojans, if you're keeping score.
All right, men, gather up and let's get in the ship and finally go home after this triumphalist trip.
So they packed up their things and they loaded in the boat, and they shoved off for home without leaving a note. Now, one of his crew, his name was Ajax. He was strong as an ox, but had a brain full of tacks.
This is so great. We'll be home before lunch. I've got sweet selling skills, and I have a hunch. There's nothing in Corliss land or Corliss Sea. There's nothing around here quite as awesome as me.
For those that are sitting in school taking a rest, that's called hubris. It'll be on the test.
It means that you're proud, prouder than most. And if you're going to have hubris, you're going to be toast. So up from the water came a mighty loud roar, and there appeared in the ocean, quite far from the shore, a guy, a little quizzical guy with trident in hand, who spoke with a voice both majestic and grand.
I am Poseidon, and I speak for the seas. And believe me, you've never seen seas such as these.
Hey, buddy, get out of the water, because we're sailing through. We just want a war, and we're tougher than you.
I am Poseidon, and I speak for the seas. And your disrespect will land you on your knees.
I don't care what you say, you weird little man. I'm the baddest big flasher on sea or on land.
Hey, Ajax, maybe you ought to just shut it, because I don't think...
Silence!
Oh, now you've done it.
I was about to let you and your friends go on your way, but not now. Now, you all pay today.
Can I make a quick point? It was Ajax that spoke. I would punish him and let the rest of us go.
Nope. For the sins of the one, I'll punish you all. He's wrecked for everyone. Now all will fall. You see, once one has done wrong and broken the rules, I'll make you all suffer, just like middle school. Once again, I'll tell you my name. I am Poseidon, and I run this game. I'm god of the seas, the oceans and quakes. I'll give you the lilies. I'll give you the shade. Oh, the places you'll go and the places I'll see. The islands with monsters where you're on the menu. And sometimes it may seem like you're going to win. You'll find beautiful ladies with beautiful grins. They'll smile and they'll dance and they'll run up to greet you.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Then they'll eat you. Oh, the places you'll go, you ridiculous fools. You've ticked off a god, and that is not cool. So off now you go to wander the seas, and I promise you haven't heard the last of it.
And he huffed a gripless huff. And he puffed and he puffed a ginormous puff. And all of the men heard a thunderous zoom. And into the sea their ship zoomy zoomed.
My bad.
They're massive and snapped. They had nothing to do.
So they sat around sadly and gazed at the blue.
And every so often, a guy got a thought. Their chances of going home were sadly all shot.
But at last, they drifted to a land with a shore.
Hey, guys, an island. An island. Maybe there's more.
We hate you.
Hey, look! A sheep! A sheep! They're awfully neat, and they're awfully good to cook and to eat.
Hold on, guys. I just heard an evilish sound, as if something quite evil lived here on this ground.
Come on, we're warriors. We're not afraid. Let's follow the sheep down into the shade.
So they followed the sheep into the deep, dark cave, and they thanked all the gods for the blessings they gave.
That's it. I heard music. I don't like this one bit. I'll see you guys later. I'm going out to sit.
But it was far too late to get out of that place, because in that moment they came face to face, or rather face to knee, because the monster was awfully tall. He roared awfully loud, and they felt awfully small. They couldn't run away or call the Greek cops, because in that moment they faced the one-eyed, big-tastic, monstrous Cyclops.
You're junior look, Romulus men, and have an appetite to eat 3 or 10.
For you see, though the Cyclops was awfully tall, he had a heart which was 22 sizes too small. And with that, the brave men broke into a run. But the Cyclops, he was quick. He was having great fun. With one snatch, he snatched them.
I think we're done.
And with one gulp, he ate crew member 2 and crew member 1.
All right, you big monster. You've picked on the weak. But I am called Ajax, and I am not meek.
Quiet, you dunce, or you'll end up as brunch for this gigantic, one-eyed, mean Cyclops to munch. But I've got a plan for this titan in store.
And in popped crew member 3 and crew member 4.
Hey, where were you guys when all those words at?
We didn't say a whole lot. We sit in the back.
Please let us leave and spare the lives of these men. And we will never, I mean never, bug you again. And if I may ask you one question? How do you see without depth perception?
All the sights I can spy with only one eye. If I try, I can spy the small flies flying by. I can spy with my eye the zoom boom bats who are flipping and flapping zoom boom hats. Oh, you really don't know what it's like to be me, to see these amazing, spectacular sights that I see. So your quest to leave is hereby tonight. Don't try to leave. I got you all spied.
You're right, mighty preacher. How could I possibly think that a poor man like me could outthink your great thing? As a gesture of peace, take this jug of red wine. Drink all that you want and have a fabulous time.
Thanks, I gotta say you Greeks sure are nice. I'll finally eat that one on a bed of fried rice.
So the Cyclops he drank, and he wasn't quite done. He had to wash down crew member 2 and crew member 1. Luckily for him, Odysseus had more. He drank and he drank, and he drank till he swore. But then all of a sudden, the cave seemed like a spinner spun. He passed out on the floor. Odysseus had won.
Great, let's go and get back to the shore.
You forgot, that big boulder is blocking the door.
It's a good thing I'm the strongest man you ever will see. Stand back, my dear man, and leave it to me.
So Ajax he huffed, and he puffed and he swore, but he couldn't quite remove that rock from the door.
This rockiest lock seems beyond mortal men. I guess we'll all starve to death in here then.
We're not going to starve, you rock-headed man, for I am a planner, and I have a plan. First, we grind down that giant's onlyest eye. Then, beneath those fat sheep, ourselves we will tie.
What?
Trust me.
So he took a big spear, which was a mighty nice spine, and he gave that eye socket a mighty fierce grind.
Oh! Mine, only I spy none. You mean whole poor Greeks, you're going to die.
But he found that without his eye, he was really quite blind. He groped and he groped, but he couldn't quite find. Still he felt with his hands, but he only felt sheep. And the crew members made not a lonely peep.
Somehow they got out. They got past my big rock. How did they do it? Did they whistle or not? I will find these men from the nation of Greece. I will grab them and eat them one piece by one piece.
And as he opened the door, under the sheep they did creep, and escaped into day without making one peep. But one of his men was allergic to wool. Sneak! So the giant reached down and ate crew member